Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Spotify Learn. Today I'm here with the important video on DBMS Module 2 important questions. I'll be discussing each and every question, even the queries if it is there, and the problems if you need to solve. Everything I'll be explaining in the video. Please do watch the full video, and if you have any doubts related to anything which I explained in this video, please do let me know in the comment box. And let's start without further wasting time. If you're watching my channel without subscribing, make sure to subscribe and then watch the video. First, let's discuss the first question. Explain types of update operations on relational database. How does a basic operation deal with constraint violations? First, type of update operations, let's discuss. First is insert, delete, update. Okay, that is how this works. First, let's discuss insert. Insert ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ you can add new tuples into a relation. Okay na, see here what happens is you can add new tuples, new rows. If you have one table, you can be adding new rows. Okay, data into the relation that is called the table. Okay, that is how this insert operation works. And example, insert into students. This you have done in what lab program component. ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈವನ್ 1, 2, 3 ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟು ಅಂಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಅಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ delete operation ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it will remove the tuples, that is rows. When you have delete from student to SID, this is also explained in lab program, you can check that. Okay, and update, ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು updates ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ changes. ಈಗ existing values ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ if you have some existing values, that is age, update student age is equal to 21, you have given age 20, you have to update it to 21 means you have to give it as set age. You will be using the set command where SID is equal to 101. Okay, that is how this works. And if you come in basic operation, you will be having different types of constraints, that is domain, key, entity, referential, integrity. First domain anta nodidre ensures attributes value belongs to the valid domains. See, age, if you give it as negative -1, it is not valid. So if you have one particular domain, that is if you consider age, you cannot give as negative value, that is not considered and it is not valid point. If age na negative -1 and age anta helakagalla, that is not valid point, aita, that is not considered. That is the domain constraint. Next key constraint anta bandre, ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಗೆ 101 ID ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟಿಗೂ 101 ID ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್, ಈ ಕಾನ್ ಗಿವ್ 102, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್, ಬಟ್ ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಗಿವ್ 101, that is not valid. How you say about key constraint is if you give 101 for both the students A and student B as 101 as their ID, it is not valid. Okay, that is the key constraint. Next is entity integrity constraint. That means primary key values which you will be having, it cannot be null. See, saying age as null, it is not valid point, right? Again, so you cannot give. That is the entity integrity constraint that you have to follow. Next is referential integrity, means foreign key values must have match existing primary key value in the reference table. If you have department ID in employee table refers to the department table, the department table must exist. Okay, ಸಿ ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ID ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ದು ಏನೋ ID ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ದಟ್ ರೆಫರ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ವಾಟ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಒಂದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೊಂದು ಟಪಲ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ID ಅಂತ, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರಿಟಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಂಟ್. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ದ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ID which is belonging to the department table, you must have the department table which is first existing. Okay, then you can say that it is having the department ID. Okay, next, the second type of question that may arrive is unary relational operator, that is having again two types, that is select and project. Select is defined by sigma and project is defined by pi. Okay, first to select, what you will be saying, it is like how it works anta, let's see. It is used to select the specific tuples from a relation. If you have one table, if you have some rows, if you want to select one particular row, you will be using this select operation. Okay, you will be using selection condition matte R. Okay, where R is the relation name what you have given. And next is when you can use and or not and all. Then example you will be seeing assume relation employee ID, name, salary and department number if you have. If the department, select the department number 4. If you want to select, you will be giving sigma select D number, that is department number is equal to 4 and the table name is what? Employee of employee. This is the relation name. Okay, next is select a star from employee, that is SQL. If you have this, you will be executing this query. Okay, that is how I have given. And next is about the project, that is if you want to select specific columns, that is called attributes in this DBMS from a relation and discard unwanted columns. See, pi the attribute list what you want, and next is R is the relation name again. See, if you have this first name, last name, salary and gender, ನಿಮಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೇಮ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ನೇಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಜೆಂಡರ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ನೇಮು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೇಮ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿದ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ 3 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಜೆಂಡರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗಿವ್ ದಿಸ್ project. Okay, it will project only those 3. Next we will go to the next question, that is integrity constraint. What is integrity constraint anta helidre, first ಈಗ they are the rules that is enforced on a database to maintain accuracy ಇರಬೇಕು, consistency maintain ಆಗಬೇಕು, validity of the data to be stored in the relations, it should be stored. Like accuracy means the perfectness should be increasing, consistency should be maintained, validity whether it is valid or invalid we have to be checking it, that and all we have to be following. That is called the integrity constraint. As you have seen the types, you can easily understand what it is and how does it works. Okay, see types anta bandre domain, again age must be between this, it salary cannot be negative, key constraint entity key and referential key which I have given already. Next example ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ನೀವು. ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಗೇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಅಕ್ಯುರೇಸಿ, ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿ, ಡೇಟಾ ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡಿಟಿ, ಇನ್ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್ ಡೇಟಾನ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ and accuracy as I said, and data reliability, it will improve. Orphan records, avoid orphan records, that means non-existing data in another table, adding that. Okay, that and all it will be avoiding. Next, ER to relation mapping algorithm with this is one of the repeated question and it has 7 steps that you have to remember. I hope this ER diagram of company database, as I have said, employee, what is this represent, what is independent of, everything I have explained in the module 1 video. If you have not checked that, please do check that and see this in order to understand this question. Okay, next, first see mapping of regular entities. You will first what map the regular entities. If you want the theory part, you can go through that. I'll be just briefing out the things. Okay, first ನೀವು regular entities ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, you will do the mapping of that. Okay, what are the types of entities that are present? Okay, see maybe SSN, that is social security number, name, address, salary and all. And next you will do weak entity types. You first did about the regular, then you will do weak entity types, and then again you will do binary 1-to-1 relation. That means one if you have 1-to-1 relation, I hope you know this, one record should be only related to one only, it cannot be related to another one. That is binary relationship 1-to-1. And next is 1-to-n, only one can have many, like many relations between the tables, that is attributes, and examples and all it's been given. M to n means many to many, and again you can do multi-valued again. And NRI means it will create a new relation. That means it will have the combination of foreign keys also will be there, foreign keys also, and primary keys also will be present. Okay, primary key ಮತ್ತೆ foreign key ಎರಡು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, and it will include the relationship attributes. Okay, the tuples, okay, which you are having the columns. Okay, Next algebra, this is one of the repeated question again. Union ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, it will sum up ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಾನು ಈ ನ್ಯೂಮರಿಕಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ದಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. It is also asked as separate numerical also, and when they ask this operation set theory you have to explain this also. Intersection ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್, ಓಕೆನಾ, ಈ ತರ ನಮ್ಮ ಇದು ಸಮ್, ಓಕೆನಾ. ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಎಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆರ್ ಫುಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಕಾಮನ್ ಇನ್ ಎಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಓಕೆನಾ. ಕಾಮನ್ ಇನ್ ಎಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್, ಓಕೆ. ಸಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ 2 ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 2 ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ first what you will do, you will write all the table that is attributes that is given in student first, okay. That is up to here, okay. Next you will check for John Smith illidya, it's not there, so you will add it here. Ricardo Brownie idya, no it's not there, you will add it. Susan Yao ide, yeah, and Ramesh Shah, it's here, yes, and Francis Johnson is not there, so you will be adding. This became the union. And what is the intersection means, as you know, that is common is what, as we know, this and this second one, so you will be adding here. And student minus instructor means you will be writing student and which is common in instructor, okay. First see, as I know, see here these both will be deleted because it is there in instructor, right, except these both you will be writing all the 5. And again here also the same case in instructor also. Instructor you will be instructor you will be considering. See here and here also you will be not having this and this. John, Ricardo and Francis will be there because what is, you will be writing all these, and if it is these both are common you will remove this. You will be writing all these and these both are common, you will be removing this. What are the common elements, you will be removing that and writing. But here you will write the student table, here you will write the instructor table. That's it, okay. That is how this works. Next question, if you see the again it is based on the relational model constraints. It have implicit constraint and explicit constraint. That is itself in the model itself, in the relational model itself it is happening, it is a implicit, that is it cannot contain the duplicate values, that is duplicate tuples values, that is basically here. And next nodidre schema based constraints, that is explicit, they will be not in the relational model itself, okay. Next is application based, again this domain key and constraints on null value entity, referential entity, it's been already explained. You can go, please do check the previous questions if you have not watched that. Now let's move on to the queries that they have asked. In this also the student and the instructor problem which I said, it's now important. Again it may come as a separate problem, as I said, I just reminded you once again, okay. See, they have given the sailor boats reserves database, SID, SName, rating, age, BID and something they have given. First what you have to do is find colors of boats reserved by Albert, okay. What you have to do, first you have to select that, okay. First select B dot color, okay. You will be selecting that from what boats B, reserves are sailors, yes, okay. Sailors B R, okay. Next SID is equal to R dot SID, R is equal to B dot and S name is equal to what, Albert, which is given, okay. Sales is equal to reserves and reserves is equals to boat that they are doing. S is equals to R, R is equals to B, and the name which you have taken is Albert, so you have to give it as S dot S name is equal to, because here it is S name is equal to Albert. And next you have to find it for reserved at least 8 or boat 103, okay. At least means what, it is greater than or equal to. At most means what, it is less than or equal to, okay. You have to remember this. Next is select SID, that means ID you will select from sailors where rating is equal to greater than or equal to 8. This is very direct, you can write it. Again SID from reserves, BID is equal to what, 103, they have given boat, right, boat, okay. Next BID you will be selecting. Next again find the names. When you select name from sailors, yes you will be using like and not in, okay. see from where not in, when it is not in, you will be selecting again reserves SID from reserves and boats, and RID, that is reserves ID, will be equal to boat ID, and what you will be giving storm. Okay, order by yes name ascending, because they have given a storm, and you will be ordering it in ascending order as ASC. I hope you are getting. Again, this SIDs from age greater than 0, not in. Select, you will be doing from reserves and boats, BID, RID, and thunder. Again, they have given here thunder. You will be giving the string as thunder. Okay, here no need to ascending order because they have not asked. Next, again, it is same. They have given here relational algebra expression here to write the query. Okay. Here they have asked SQL query. You have to remember that carefully and you have to solve the question. See, okay. Here what you will be using, sigma for select and pi for project. Okay. Next, what they have given, reside in Belagavi. Belagavi means what you will be address, right? Address, right? That is address you will be selecting. That is Belagavi from EMP. That is here. Okay. Relation name. Next, what they have given, who earn between 30 and 40,000. What is that? Salary. You will select salary greater than or equal to 30 and salary less than or equal to 40 from employee. That is relation name. All the employees that works under sales department. Again, project you will do. What you want, only you will be selecting employee name, name, salary, address, phone number, department number. What you want, only department name who works under salary. Okay. And EMP project, you will be giving department from the department, and again you will be selecting E number, and from the relation you will be giving daughter who have at least one daughter from the dependent name, and again you will be projecting D name and the name from department. Manager E number is equals to E number of employee. That is the relation name. I hope you have understood this DBMS module 2 video. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any doubts in what I have explained, please do let me know in the comment box. Until next video, bye bye.